Hi, welcome to today's class and today's lesson, the active and passive voice. Today we are going to talk about the changes that occur when we change an active verb into a passive verb. One of the things that we should focus on is that a passive verb must agree with the subject. What does that mean? In passive voice, the verb must agree with the subject in terms of number and person. This means that the singular or plural form of the verb should match the subject of the sentence. Let's take an example. The book is read by the students. Is read agrees with the singular subject book. So book here is singular. The passive verb must be singular as well. We choose is as the verb to be. And why did we use is and not are? Because we have one book, it's singular. What happens if we had more than one book? If we had a plural subject, the books are read by the students. You can see the change now, right? Books is plural. It is more than one book. In that case, the form of the passive verb should be also plural. We use are, not is. Are with plural and is with singular. Are read agrees with the plural subject, books. When changing from active to passive voice, we also have pronouns change. This is a table that showcases the change of pronouns in passive voice. So on the left we have pronouns in active voice, and on the right we have the pronouns in passive voice. I becomes me, you stays you, he becomes him, she becomes her, we becomes us, they, them, it stays it. When changing from active to passive, pronouns also change. They broke the window. It becomes the window was broken by them. They, the pronoun they, changes into them when it becomes the object in the passive voice. She was eating sushi. She is the pronoun here. When we change the sentence into the passive voice, it becomes as follows. Sushi was being eaten by her. So she becomes her as we change from active to passive voice. Now we have the tense change. When changing from active to passive, the tense of the verb remains the same, but it is written differently. What does that mean? Eat or eats is in the simple present. In the passive voice, it becomes is, am, or are eaten. Is eaten. The verb to be plus the past participle of the verb. The past participle of eat is eaten. We either choose is, am, or are depending on the subject of the sentence. If it was singular, we use is. The book is read by the student. When it is plural, we use are. The books are read by the student. And am is used with the pronoun I. I am taught English by the English teacher. Now we have the present continuous or the present progressive. Is, am, are eating becomes is, am, are being eaten. Ate, which is in the simple past, becomes was or were eaten. Was eating, which is a past continuous, becomes was being eaten. Was or were, depending on the subject. Has or have eaten is in the present perfect. In the passive voice, the present perfect is written as has or have been eaten, has been eaten, have been eaten. Had eaten, which is in the past perfect, becomes had been eaten. Will eat, which is in the simple future, becomes in the passive voice will be eaten. Will have eaten, which is in the future perfect tense, becomes will have been eaten. You have to memorize this table to make the process of changing the verbs based on tenses from active into passive easier. Let's take some examples. She was eating sushi. In this active voice sentence, was eating is in the past progressive tense. How do we change it into passive? Let's do this together. In the passive voice, this sentence will become as follows. Sushi was being eaten by her. Okay, now looking at the tense change, which is our main focus now, was eating is in the past continuous. It becomes was being eaten. We choose was and not were because sushi is singular and not plural. Was being eaten. Sally will eat breakfast in the morning. Breakfast will be eaten by Sally in the morning. Will eat is in the future tense. It becomes will be eaten in the passive voice. Now, let's solve some activities together. In this practice, you have to determine whether the sentence is active or passive. Sarah is baking a cake for the party. In the active voice, we said that the focus is on the doer of the action. Who is the doer of the action here? It's the subject, Sarah. What is Sarah doing? She is baking the cake. Who is receiving that action? The action of baking? Cake. Cake receives the action of baking. That is done by Sarah. Well, where is the focus here? We are focusing on the doer of the action, which is Sarah. So this sentence is in the active voice. Number 2. English grammar is taught by Miss Mary. Here we are focusing on the receiver of the action. First, what is the action here? Taught. The action of teaching. Who is it done by? Miss Mary. Miss Mary is the doer of the action. But we are not focusing on Miss Mary. What received the action of teaching by Miss Mary? What is being taught? English grammar is being taught. So the focus here is on the receiver of the action, which is English grammar. This sentence is in the passive voice. Now I will leave number 3, 4, and 5 for you to complete. Write down your answers on your notebook, and then when you are finished, compare your answers to this answer key. Okay, in this practice, I want you to change the following active sentences into passive. The mechanic will fix the car. This sentence is in the active voice. First, where is the subject, where is the verb, and where is the object? Okay, where is the subject? The mechanic is the subject. What about the verb? Will fix is the verb. And the object, what is receiving the action of fixing? The car. What is the next step? The next step is switching between the object and the subject. We switch the mechanic with the car. The car comes first and then the mechanic becomes at last. Now, we add by before the object in the passive voice. The object in the passive voice now is the mechanic. What is next? Next is the verb tense. Will fix is in the future tense. Will fix becomes will be fixed. will be plus the past participle of fix, which is fixed. The car will be fixed by the mechanic. This sentence is now in the passive voice. Let's take another example. Number 5. I will be taking number 5 because I want you to now focus on the pronouns change in the sentence. She cooks dinner for the family. Where's the subject, verb, and object? She is the subject. Cooks is the verb. Dinner for the family is the complete object here. Now let's switch between the object and the subject. Dinner for the family and she are switched. We have to add by before the object in the passive voice. So dinner for the family, cooks by she. By she? No. By hair. We change she into hair. This is the pronouns change in the passive voice. She becomes hair. Dinner for the family, cooks by hair. Something is off, right? Yes, the tense change. Cooks does not stay cooks in the passive voice. The form of the verb changes. Cooks is in the simple present, right? So it becomes is cooked. Why did we choose is? Because dinner is singular. Dinner for the family is cooked by hair. The sentences that were left out are for you to solve. Numbers 2, 4, and 5. Write your answers on a notebook and then compare them to this answer key. This activity over here is for fun. Check the given example and test your knowledge. That is all you need to know for this lesson. Thank you for listening.